All right. We are starting math. I would like to review a little what we did on Monday when we started with a time and we have to figure out how much time it's going to take us to get to point A to point B. So here we go. I am going to go to Target and it is 11:30. I have an eye appointment at Target and it takes me 20 minutes to get there. My appointment is 11:30. How much time is it going to, do I need to get to Target? So my appointment's at 11:30. It takes me 20 minutes to get there. Boy, where is your clock? I need it out, please. What is the correct time, Luke? 11:10 is when I need to leave, so I can get to my appointment. But you know, it's best to always, I was always taught to leave 5 minutes before so you have time, a little pillow of opportunity in case you get traffic. Or you have a hard time finding parking. But you are correct. 11:10 is when I need to leave. All right, I'm going to go to, I have an appointment at 1:10. 1:10. It takes me, it's on the east side of Madison, and I live in Mount Horeb, so it's going to take me probably 40 minutes to get there. What time do I need to leave my house? Remember, you count back 40. That is correct, Jeremiah. That is correct, Grayson. That is correct. What is the time, Owen, that I have to leave my house?
At 12:30.
That's correct. Very good. All right, now it is 2 o'clock. Please show me what 2:17 looks like. 2:17. What does 2:17 look like? 17. That's correct. That's correct. That is correct. That is correct. 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 Very hard to see these little clocks. That is correct. Good. Very good. Okay, you found your clock. Good. All right, nice. One more. Let's see, where am I going to go? Jack.
World Market.
Oh, all right. I'm going to go to the World Market, and I have a lot of time, so I need to get there. I have like an hour to work with, so it's going to take me. I'm coming from home. Actually, I'm coming from work. So I get off of work. Let's say I get off of work at 4 o'clock. Let's set our clocks to 4. So to get to the World Market from here, it's going to take me approximately 10 minutes. So it's 4 o'clock, and traffic is bad. So it takes me 18 minutes to get there. No, let's say it takes me 23 minutes to get there. What time is it when I get to World Market? It was 4 o'clock. It takes me 23 minutes to get there. It was at 4 o'clock, and it takes me 20 minutes It took me 3 minutes to get there. It took a long time. The traffic was bad. Started off at 4. No. 23 minutes. Not quite. I started at 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock. I started at 4 o'clock. 23 minutes. So it started at 4 and it took me 23 minutes to get there. 23, correct, Tyson. So there is some confusion. So I started at 4. Let me show you with this. It's hard for it not to move. 4 o'clock, because when I left school, traffic is a bummer. So it takes me 23 minutes. 5, 10, 15, 20, 21, 22, 23. I think some of you are getting some of you are over here. So we have to get into the 23, 24, 27, 28. We have to watch these little ticks. Remember, there's this 5s, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4 little ticks in between each 5 minutes, okay? All right, now let's do some board work. Nice job. We will do more practicing on that. Let me get this situated so my friends can see it. All right, if you want to do some board work, please get your marker at the ready. Ooh, that's a fun sound. All right, who would like to tackle that? M. And can you please tell us the number?
1,263.
Beautiful. Nicely done. Ooh, that's a fun sound too. The markers are very vocal today. Mine is too. All right. Owen. Very nice. And how would you say that number?
744.
Perfect. Helen. Very nice. And how would you say that number?
618.
Beautiful. Ella. And how would you say that number?
1,516.
Beautiful. All right, couple of division before we start doing work in our book. Sheen. Beautiful. And then I'm going to come on real quick. If you were to check that, how would that look? Beautiful. Nicely done, Winchell. Thank you. All right, one more, and then we're going to work on some arrays. Does anybody remember what those are? No. So think about that, and then we'll talk about it a second. I'll write it down. Just another method to visualize what we're working on, okay? All right, one more division problem. You guys are doing fantastic. All right. Grayson. Oh, hold on. Stay right there 1 second. Very good. Technically, you would put the 4 down here, but that's okay. So, how would you check that, Grayson? So before you proceed, would the 21 go on top, or would the 4 go on bottom? Got the right numbers. There you go. Beautiful. Good job, buddy. Very nice. All right, friends, let's open up our arithmetic books. Good job, friends. So we are going to be working on page 87, lesson 44.
Page 8. 87. 87. Hey.
Sam. Very enthusiastic about the page. All right, who can tell me what an array is? We've done them in math before. Who can tell me what an array is? Owen. So what? True. There could be squares, there could be stars, there could be circles. They help you visualize a particular problem. Owen, did you want to add to that?
So
In this case, we're working on division, correct. So let me, before we start, this is an important rule that I want you to remember as we proceed. When dividing an odd number, what's an odd number? We've been really working on mostly even numbers, which makes division very simple. But unfortunately, that's not always going to be the case. We're going to throw some odd numbers in there to make it a little more difficult. What's an odd number, Jeremiah?
Like 3, 6, and 7.
3 is correct. 6 is even. What can you do with an even number that you cannot do with an odd number? Ella, you what? You can divide it. You're correct. You can divide it. You can divide a number equally with it, like a 6. What goes into 6 equally, evenly? Jonathan.
3.
Yes. 10. M.
5.
Yes. 8. Jeff.
4.
What about 5?
No.
That's an odd number. So, on top of your page, I always like to be careful because you have different pages. On top of page 87, it says when dividing an odd number by 2, always choose the division fact with a smaller dividend. So we see an array at the top for 5 divided by 2. Oh, what am I doing? That's not divided.
What was it?
With time. So we are going to have an array with groups of what? Groups of 5 or groups of 2? M.
2.
Yes. So on our example in our book, it used stars. How many groups of 2 do I need for 5? Jack.
5. Oh.
So how many stars do I have right now in this array? Grant.
4.
So that is not quite correct, right? So do I make another group of 2 in my array? So what do I need to do? Christian.
Put 1 star.
Correct. Now, if I had, say, how would that array look? Sheen. Another star. But because we are working with an odd number, so remember back to that rule. So we move over to the next section where you have the 4 divided by 2 equals 2, 5 divided by 2 equals, 6 divided by 2 equals 3. If we were going by that rule, always choose the division fact with a smaller dividend. Which one would you choose? The 4 divided by 2, 5 divided by 2, or 6 divided by 2? The smaller dividend. Grayson.
4 divided by 2.
Correct. That is an important rule. So when we're going through our exercises, remember that. That will get you through this entire process. All right. So let me look. I would like to peek at your book just to see because yours is. All right. So now we have 9 divided by 2. Is 9 an odd number or an even number? Jeremiah. Can you divide evenly into 9? Can you divide evenly into 9? So it's an odd number, correct? You cannot divide 2 into 9 equally. Can you divide 10 into 2? Can you divide 2 into 10 equally? Yes. All right, so you have a series of dots. We are going to be doing a series of what? 9s or 2s? How many dots are in each grouping? So look at your homework page, or look at your page. Luke.
2.
Yes. So how are you going to divide that to make your array? How is that going to look? We are on page 987 on number 1. I need you to make the array. How is that going to look? Where are you going to divide? All right, let's do this. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then we have the lonely one right here. Does that make sense? So you see when you have, let me write this up here. So we are using 2 to do, so there we go, 2. And if we had another one, what would that be? Winsheen. Count. 1, 2, 3, 4. Count with me. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
10. 11.
So what if it were 10 divided by 2? What would the answer be? Owen.
5.
Yes, but so let's go back. Let's go to, it says the group. How many groups of 2 balls are there in this array? How many groups of 2 balls are there? Luke.
4.
Correct. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then how many balls are left over? Olivia.
1.
Yes. Very good. So now when we hearken back to that rule, always choose a division fact with a smaller dividend. How would you, would you circle 8 divided by 2 equals 4? Or 10 divided by 2 equals 5? Christian.
8 divided by 2.
Correct. So these arrays are to help you visualize. It's another way to visualize a division problem. All right, now we are on B. 3 divided by 2. So if you have where are you going to put, who wants to come up and put the line in the correct spot? Jeremiah.
Should I get a green marker?
Yes, please. Beautiful. How many groups of 2 balls do we have in this array? Emmy. How many groups of 2 balls do we have in this array? Of 2. Yes, very good. 1. See, this is our lonely little 1 friend. And then how many are left over? Tessa. Yes. So you have 2 division problems. 2 divided by 2 equals 1, or 4 divided by 2 equals 2. What is the best division fact? Jack.
2 divided by 2 equals 1.
Exactly. Beautiful. All right, make sure if you want to come up, you have a marker ready. All right, we are on C. Who would like to come up and create the lines for this array? Ella. sorry, don't get too high. Beautiful. Good job, sweetheart. How many groups of 2 do we have? Grant.
3.
Beautiful. 3. How many groups or how many balls are left over? Grant.
1.
Yes. And then if we harken back to that rule, would you circle 6 divided by 2 equals 3 or 8 divided by 2 equals 4? Jack.
6 divided by 2.
Beautiful. All right. See, do you guys have the arrays on that? Okay. So, we have a problem 5 divided by 2. Who would like to come up and create an array for that? Grayson. Where would you put the lines? Beautiful. Nice job. So he has how many groups of 2 in this array? Jonathan.
2.
Yes, and how many left over?
1.
1. So which division problem would you choose? 4 divided by 2 equals 2 or 6 divided by 2 equals 3? Tessa. Beautiful. All right. This is going to be a bigger array, so who is going to be ready to take on this?
Oh my God, so much.
I'm sorry, I keep forgetting to write down lower.
Yes, of course.
Sorry about that. All right, so who wants to take this on? Jeremiah. And you don't have to use circles. You can use whatever shape you want. You can get crazy and use whatever you want. I'm going with the squares.
Does that hurt your eyes? When you put the mask up?
What's that?
Does it hurt your eyes when you put the mask up?
No.
What do you mean?
Good job, Jeremiah. How many groups of 2 does he have in this array? How many? Count with me.
1, 2, 3, 4.
So he has 4 squares in each array. How many does he have in each array of 2s? Tyson.
4.
Well, let's count. 1,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
how many left over?
1.
Very good. So using our choose the division fact with a smaller dividend for the correct one, which one would you choose? 8 divided by 2 equals 4 or 10 divided by 2 equals 10? Gabe. Beautiful. All right, let's turn the page, please.
Turn the page. Turn the page. Turn the page. Word. Turn it.
All right, so I need for someone to come up and solve this, and then I need you to circle which problem is the correct one. Color the circle next to the best division fact. And then also solve this division problem. Owen. So it's circle and complete. Beautiful. Very nice. Winching. Very nice. Not even, but 2 goes into 5 2 times. What is 2 times 2?
4.
So, who can do number 4? Write the 2 closest division facts. Color the circle next to the best division fact. What is 7 divided by 2? Is that an even or odd? But how many times would it go? How many times would 2 go into 7? Jonathan?
3.
Yes. And then if you look below, what is the best division fact below the 2 divided by, or 7 divided by 2? 6 divided by 2 equals 3, or 8 divided by 2 equals 4. Jonathan?
6 divided by 2.
Correct.
3.
How many times does 2 go into 9? What is 9 divided by 2, Owen?
My book is different.
It's just lines, like lines, circles. See,
There's
lines,
no,
right here.
I was just looking at it, there are.
See, that is the hardest thing. I need their copy, so I know.
I already know how to fix that.
Oh, you do? That is my biggest fear, is that I don't have the same.
Well,
Okay,
but
sorry.
they didn't write down any facts.
Oh, so your facts are blank. Sorry, guys.
So,
See, mine, I have them written in, so sorry. So what I would love is to have one of theirs, so when I'm doing theirs, I know what they have and what they don't. All right, so let's do it this way. What is 9 divided by 2? How many times does 2 go into 9? How many times does 2 go into 9? Luke? Yes. So, write down 8 divided by 2 equals 4. That's one of the division facts. And then 10 divided by 2 equals 5. Which one is the correct fact, or the best fact, M?
8 divided by 2 equals 4.
Exactly. And then the one for, let me see what you have written down on yours. You're not on the right, you're not even on the right page. Okay, here you go. So 2 divided by 7, we already ascertained that it was 3. So the 2 facts for that are 6 divided by 2 equals 3. So you can write that under A. And then 8 divided by 2 equals 4. Which one is the best fact? Am I going too fast? Olivia?
6 divided by 2 equals 3.
Yes. Yes.
We're gonna bit
Yes, I will slow down. I will write them down. Will that be better?
Yeah.
Okay.
Way easier.
So for 2 divided by 7, we know that's 3. The 2 facts were 6 divided by 2 equals 3. 8 divided by 2 equals 4. Which one is correct? You need to mark the blue spot, that. Owen?
I have a
question. Why does my book for A says 2 divided by 2 equals 2 and 4 divided by 2 equals 1?
Yeah, it's an error. Those of you who were in my class last year, did our book ever have mistakes?
Yes.
Oh, okay, so,
Yeah.
oh,
It's just an error. They just printed it wrong. It says 2 divided by 2 equals 2. It should say 2 divided by 2 equals 1. So, but
Interesting.
Good catch, Owen. Good catch.
oh, these guys catch everything. All right, so let's just, since, let me see, and then you guys don't have these, but let's just put an X through that and have it. Because we're obviously at a very, different,
That was so confusing.
yeah, I understand. It is, I was like, what? Actually, I think that is the first time that we've had that, where my book is that vastly different than yours.
X4 divided by 2 equals 3.
No wonder I was getting these confused looks. I'm like, what is going on? All right, friends, we have figured out the problem. I need everyone to focus, turn around and face front. Thank you. Yes, Helen. Just X out that 4 because it's just, we are not at the same page. Okay? All right, so what I want you to do is I want you to do 5. I'm going to walk around and look at your work. You can work on 5, the 2 division problems. We did these earlier and you did a great job. So now I want you to do these 2 problems on your own, please. And make sure you check your work. So we are working on these 2. 5. Should be working ahead. value of 4 in each number? What is the value of 4 in A? Who wants to tackle that? First of all, how do we say that number? We are on 6A. Machine. Yes, but can you say the entire number? On A, what is the number that the 200 and... Yes, good job. And when Sheen said that the 4 is in the 4,000th position, is that correct?
Yes.
It is. All right. So the 4 is right here. What position is that in? Grace, or not Grayson, sorry. Grant, other G. 40, correct. Can you tackle that big number? How do you say that number, Grant? 872,000. Beautiful. All right, what about C? What position is the 4 in, Jeremiah?
100,000.
So 400,000, very good. Can you say that letter, or that number on C?
486,827.
Beautiful, beautiful. What about D? What position is the 4 in D? Christian.
100.
So what it would be 400. Can you say that number on D?
99,483.
Beautiful. Who can tell me the value of the coinage and number of paper money in 7? I'll give you guys some time to do that. Yeah, I know. We just have so much fun that we're good. We're done the last problem. Who wants to tackle that? Owen.
$15.51.
Beautiful. $15.51. Let's see if you all can figure this one out. It's kind of tricky. The brain booster. And then we have to hurry because we are going to have to go and get our stuff. So I put an X here. This is the center. It says this geometric shape is a curved line. Which geometric shape? Not too many have curved lines. All the points in the line are at an equal distance from center. So this is the center. And if it was a curve, what shape has a curved line? I can really only think of one. Gabe. Yes! Woo! Or an oval. That is true. But circle, oval is not equal distance like a circle. A circle is equal on all. An oval would not, because look at.
It's like a potato.
It is Larry the Pickle. All right, friends. I'm sorry, what?
Pickle and cucumber.
Yes.
And